According to Reuters report, the US House of Representatives passed a bill to force ByteDance, owner of TikTok, to divest its US assets within 6 months or face a ban. The bill received bipartisan support, passing with a vote of 352 to 65. It faces uncertainty in the Senate, where alternative approaches to regulating foreign-owned apps are considered. Concerns over TikTok's fate have surged in Washington, with significant opposition from teen TikTok users. Senate Commerce Committee Chair 𝐒𝐿 seeks legislation that could withstand legal challenges. TikTok CEO 𝐂𝐧𝐿 visited Capitol Hill amid the debate. The bill aims to address US national security concerns about Chinese ownership of tech platforms. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan emphasized the goal of ending Chinese ownership of TikTok. Uncertainty remains about China's approval of any sale and potential legal challenges. Failure to comply could result in app stores removing TikTok. Past attempts by former President Donald Trump to ban TikTok and WeChat were blocked by courts. President Vladimir Putin warned the West of Russia's readiness for nuclear war if the US sends troops to Ukraine. He emphasized that such action would be considered a significant escalation. Putin stated Russia's military preparedness for such a scenario, but expressed no immediate intent for nuclear use. Amid escalating tensions, he offered talks on Ukraine's future, but faced skepticism from the United States. The conflict in Ukraine, ongoing since February 2022, has strained Russia's relations with the West. Putin's warnings about nuclear consequences have raised concerns in Washington, although no major changes in Russia's nuclear posture have been observed. He reiterated that Russia would use nuclear weapons only in response to existential threats. Despite readiness for negotiations, Putin emphasized the need for realistic discussions and expressed mistrust, demanding written security guarantees. The US, meanwhile, sees supporting Ukraine as vital to prevent further territorial losses to Russia and to counter Chinese influence. Civil society organizations criticized ongoing social media disruptions in Pakistan, demanding an immediate end to the clampdown. Since February 17th, access to platforms like X, formerly Twitter, has been disrupted following allegations of election rigging. A statement from human rights activists expressed concern over the infringement of freedom of expression and access to information, citing the suppression of political discourse and misinformation spread. The Pakistan Telecommunication Authority faced criticism for its silence and lack of transparency regarding internet shutdowns. The collective called for unblocking X, repealing censorship laws, and acting transparently on internet-related discussions. They emphasized adherence to international human rights commitments. Notable signatories included Bolo Bhi, Media Matters for Democracy, and Human Rights Watch. Additionally, high courts put the PTA on notice regarding social media access restrictions. Information Minister Ataullah Tahrir acknowledged being against censorship but stressed the need to protect the state. He highlighted external efforts to disrupt Pakistan's stability and expressed the government's aim to find a balance between freedom of expression and national security concerns. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has reiterated his call for the establishment of an independent Palestinian state, stating it is the only way to honor the slain Palestinian children. He made this statement during an iftar in Ankara, emphasizing the death owed to the murdered Palestinian children. Erdogan affirmed Turkey's commitment to protecting its Palestinian brothers and refusing to retract its stance. He criticized Israeli leaders for failing to acknowledge the truth of the genocide and called for accountability for the deaths of children in Gaza.